In this video, I want to talk to you about celebrating the small victories. And the small victory that I'll be sharing with is that we hit 1,000 subscribers. And just to showcase you, here it is. Let's see if it zooms in. I know it's backwards, but 1,031. And it's been a goal of mine ever since I kind of started this channel. And I didn't really start being more consistent with it. But before I dive into detail, there's two things I want to mention. One, I want to thank each and one any. I want to thank each of any. I want to thank each and one of. Wait, how's it go? I want to thank each. I want to thank each and everyone who's subscribed to this channel. It's meaning a lot. It's truly a blessing. I appreciate it all. I know I've gone through various types of content too. Gone through the food challenges, gone through documenting my bodybuilding journey, kind of gone through doing nutrition education. I've gone through all different sites, but I appreciate each and every one of you who are subscribed to this channel and who views my channel, is engaged with it. So again, I want to thank you. The second thing I want to mention, I know this past year I've not been consistent with it. I've not been giving you guys value, not been giving you guys, me, to be honest. I've just been kind of just in the weeds of kind of figuring out what it really is that I want to display for you guys, and what is that it's truly in line to who I am and like who I'm trying to become. And I do apologize for that, to not give you guys the videos that you guys are looking for. I know a lot of my subscribers have come from the food challenges, but again, I don't want to make that food challenge my identity. It's something I love to do like on the side as my hobby, because I just know I can be a person that eats lots of food. I like to do those things, but it's something I don't want to really dedicate the channel only just to doing food challenges. I love bodybuilding. I love eating tons of food. I love doing nutrition education. I want to kind of get into fitness education in terms of workouts and like how I get myself, the physique that I'm building right now. And there's so many more things along those natures that I want to portray and really showcase. And that's what I've been kind of stepped aside for a good, for this year 26, to just kind of figure out what is that I'm trying to display in a sense, and something that I wanted to, that's aligned with me, like the person who I am, and moving forward of what I want to create with this channel. With that being said, is for each and one of every one of you that's been a part of this journey for so far, I thank you. It means a lot to me. And it goes along with like any types of journey, right? Like if you're starting your fitness journey, it's the same thing. Like it's gonna kind of feel weird. It's gonna kind of feel unnatural at first. It's gonna kind of take some time to kind of figure out what it is that you're trying to achieve, what it is that you're trying to become. And that's just over time, just repetition. Sometimes like starting doing something for a good while, then time take a break, set back, kind of reflect on what it is. Is this aligned to who you are, or is this not alignment to like what you're trying to become? And that's how the journey is going to be. And who knows, who knows what's the next steps of being reaching 10K subscribers, right? I don't know what those videos are going to look like, but what I kind of mentioned earlier, that's something I'm thinking about. It's something I've been brainstorming behind the scenes, and it's something I've just been kind of thinking that that's what's going to kind of get me there. And it's something that could be going on for you guys' journey and your fitness journey, right? It's like maybe it's like trying to lose those 20 pounds, right? It's like maybe just trying to figure out what is that you've been, like what's been working, what's not been working, and double down what's been working, and just keep going, just try to keep striving, and at the end celebrate the small wins. Like this is the thing that's never really celebrated, especially when like I'm talking with all my clients. We're always trying to focus on the outcome, the goal, right? Or like trying push to get to a certain like event. But I'm like, at the end of the day, it's like what's the rush with it? Why are we trying to rush to get to that outcome? Like I get like we want to get that outcome because we get that validation from that we achieve something. But at the end, like the most validation we get, especially for ourselves, is just by creating the small wins for us, right? For me, it's reaching 1,000 subscribers, right? It's either me getting one view on the video, 10, 15, hundreds, 1,000, right? It's getting something along that nature, getting getting comment. It's getting those small wins for me. And if I can add value inside that video for you guys, that also is another small win for me. It says that I'm on the right trajectory. And the same thing in the fitness journey, right? If you know, you improved a lot over the period of time where you've gone from 2 meals to having 3 meals a day, or you've been consistent in gym for 3 months, or you've been, not eating out as much. Like those small things like that, they add up over time, and celebrate the small wins and how far you came with that. Especially when I've seen so many of my clients, they don't really celebrate these small wins. And it's something I have trouble with myself when it comes to these things. And the fitness, it doesn't really affect me too much just because I've been like doing for so long and something I always cherish enough. But like when it comes to other things like celebrating the 1,000 subscribers or like anything along the business nature or like content, it's something I don't really do for myself alone. That's something I've been trying to work on and really slow myself down a way to celebrate, to achieve the victory, the outcome of acquiring that, and really just admiring like all the work that I've been putting in leading up to that milestone. Celebrate, and then it's like cool. Let me reflect on what's worked, what not. Let me reflect also too on like what's going to be the next milestone for that. It's going to be 10,000 subscribers. And also too is like cool, what does that look like, and like what do I need to become better? How do I improve myself? How do I make myself become better? How do I make my content become better? And how do I give you guys more value over the period of time? And something like, again, in your fitness journey, that's something you gotta do too. It's like maybe you lose like the 5 pounds in the first month. It's like cool, celebrate that, right? Celebrate that small victories. Or whether it's like you eating more protein than you had before, is that you increase your meals from 2 to 3, right? However that looks like for each individual person on their journey. Celebrate these small wins, because something at the end of the day is something we take granted for, and it's something that's what makes us feel so burnt out. It's what makes us feel so like not enjoyment of the process, because we don't celebrate the small wins along the process. And that's the whole point of the journey, is to do something for a good amount of time and to see these wins stack on top of each other over a period of time. And that's the beauty, that's the fun in the journey. Like yes, the outcome or the goal to achieve it is like is bigger than what the small victories are. But at the end of the day, it's like if you're gonna get to the big outcome and you're gonna have no emotion, no feeling that you would conquer it, and it's like cool, then what was it for, right? It's like if you skipped or really numb all the process from the middle part all the way up to the end, it's like what was really the point of achievement if you're not gonna have the same feeling as you were to have the same feeling of celebrating small victories when it leads up to the big victory. And that's something I've just always been like kind of think about. Again, it's something I've been working on for myself, especially on other aspects, areas of my life, is just to celebrate the small wins, whether that's either reaching again this milestone of 1,000 subscribers, or again like 2,000 public watch hours, or however that looks like for my case on my end. It's the same thing. Like you guys got to look at for yourself on your fitness journey, and it's something that you just got to cherish a lot too. I mean, because look, we're all humans. We all go through battles. We all go through different adversities. We always got different days that come up, or we're trying to juggle so many different things. But it's just like celebrate those. Celebrating the hard times, celebrating the easy times, celebrating any amount in any difficulty of times that you are, and just celebrate these small wins. And it's really like, and also too with the celebration, it makes you really look back on how far you came, right? It makes you look back as like, damn, what if I didn't continue on this path? Or damn, what would life look like if I didn't do the things I need to do to give myself to celebrate the small victory? And it's like, that's something too, is like, it's the beauty of it, is like, it's like, damn, it's like, because life could be so much more different if you didn't do the things to give you this small victory. And that's something, it's like, you just have to cherish it. That's all it is. That's all life really is just cherish it. It's always great to think about the goals. It's always great to think about what's next on the agenda. But again, if you just don't live in the present of just the here and now of acquiring something that small, that detail, I guarantee you, if you keep stacking small wins over a period of time, you will get the outcome. You will acquire the achievement that you're striving to get for. And it's just by basically stacking small wins on top of small wins on top of small wins. And as you guys know, I'm actually going to be stepping on stage here in less than 6 weeks. And that's something that's like, people always ask me, like, do you know your competitors, or do you know what's going to look like. It's like at the end of the day, I don't really care who my competitors are because it's something I can't control on how they're going to present themselves. The only thing I can focus on and I can keep stacking is focus on myself and focus on what I need to do to keep improving and to bring the best package on that stage. And that's how you just got to look at life, and that's just how you got to look at the overall lens on like what you're trying to achieve. Is what actions, what inputs can you do for yourself to get you closer to the outcome that you're trying to strive for. And for whatever happens, if you fall short, that doesn't necessarily mean that all that work was for nothing. Is you look at it and you see how far you came, you reflect on why you fell short, and you reflect on what you need to do to improve, to keep becoming better, and to keep striving for what you're trying to achieve. Because again, one day it's just going to happen. So that is it. I just want to celebrate the small achievement that I acquired, because I know I started back in, I would say 2023. I did a little videos here, but I'd say I was more consistent in 2025, kind of just doing the food challenges. Again, I know most of y'all are pretty much from me doing the food challenges, but again, I don't want to make that as my identity with this channel. Again, I like to do other things. I like to talk about other things. I like to do nutrition education. I like to do, document sometimes on my journey. I like to do, again, I love to eat food too, so I want to partake part in that too. But again, there's always going to be different seasons along with that. And at the end, over time, is as I'm getting ready for my show, as I kind of step aside from creating videos a little bit, I kind of learn a lot about myself in between, and that'd be another video, another day topic of discussion with that. But as I'm doing this, it's like I'm kind of excited to showcase. I'm kind of excited to bring you guys along of what I've been just kind of doing behind the scenes, what I've been doing as I'm getting ready for this bodybuilding show, and I'm just excited overall to bring you guys along with me. So stay tuned. Again, like I said, I appreciate each and every one of you, of those 1,031 subscribers who are still with me to this day, even I've been inconsistent, ups and downs. But again, it's something I've been just doing to find myself and find what it is that I want to do. So I appreciate y'all with staying me. I appreciate y'all tuning my videos. I appreciate y'all showing the love and support. It means a lot again. And I'm just excited to, keep going along with you guys, bring you along, keep, celebrating, again, these small victories, the achievements that are going to be happening in the near future, and everything along that nature, okay? So without further ado, that is it. Again, celebrate the small victories and just keep stacking, and let's keep being better, all right? Jack and 10 is this summer. Let's get it.